I have some like strange stories, come to think of it. I had another like a tutor, like maybe a math tutor or something way back when. And then later on, like, you know, after I graduated with high school and whatnot, like years later, were we? Yeah, we were friends. We were friends like on social media, and then my teacher just like hit me up. Was like, hey, like you want to hang out? And this is when like Pokemon Go was all the rage and whatnot. So I was like, oh yeah, sure, like, you know, I'll go. And I wasn't like interested in, you know, this tutor at all, but like, you know, I was like, you know, eating food. No, completely different person. I was like eating stuff, like, oh, sushi, heck yeah, having some great time with food, and then, you know, getting Pokemon Go and whatnot, and then, like, it started raining, and like, no, did it rain? I forget, maybe it didn't rain. And then, like, whenever there was, like, a car passing or something, would, like, you know, have his, like, hand around my shoulder, and I was like, what? I didn't give me permission. Don't touch me. Yeah. And then, like, later on was like, oh, you know, like, oh, it's raining, so, you know, do you want me to, like, drop you off, like, you know, with my car and whatnot? I was like, oh, yeah, sure, whatever. And then, it was like a manual car and whatnot. I think he was like trying to be like smooth, and he was smooth. It's just that I was not interested. Was the thing. It's like, oh, you know, I have a manual car. Do you want to see how I can, you know, use it? And then I was like, oh yeah, sure, I guess. And then he said, oh, so you have to put your hand on the lever, and then he puts his like hand over on top of mine, was like, this is how you control it, and like did that. And then after I got out of the car, was like, oh, you know, I had to like say goodbye and stuff. I was like, oh yeah, it was so good seeing you. And then we like hugged, but it was like he gave me like this weird intimate hug. So it's like, huh, yeah. And then after we ate food and whatnot, I was playing Pokemon Go. I was like, oh yeah, look at this, like I caught a Pokemon, heck yeah. And then it was like, yeah. And then it was just asking stuff like, oh, do you have so like, you know, are you dating anyone? I was like, no, not really. I don't really like do dates and whatnot. I just don't date people. And then it was like, oh, but like, you know, what do you think a date is? I was like, I don't know. And then what did he say? Something like, oh wait, well, you know, like, you know, we're just hanging out together, like according to what you said, and we're eating, we're like taking a walk together. Isn't this considered to be a date? And oh, I didn't know how to respond. I was like, huh? Okay. After that whole thing happened, the reason why I'm telling you this story is because it's ridiculous. Like, you know, sometimes we were in touch, like, you know, would ask me about, like, how it is at Time Academy, and I'm like, it's going great! Blah, blah, blah! And then, I went on a vacation to Cancun, like, way back when, with Sally and, you know, another friend of hers and whatnot, and it's like, oh yeah, you know, I'm spending time at, like, Cancun and whatnot, and, he said something like, oh, like, are you in a bikini? Like, can I see? I said, keep your fantasies 2D. Because he was into anime and whatnot, so I was like, keep your fantasies in 2D. I don't have any pictures. I'm not gonna show you. Okay, here comes the highlight though. Like, after that happened, just few months later, like 3 or 4 months later, I saw that he got engaged. And then I was like, no, was it 3 months? It wasn't even 3 months. Maybe like, no, it was like a month or two later. Yeah, he got engaged. And then I could kind of feel that he was acting weird with me. Was like weird. Like I saw that, I was like thinking, wait, he had like a fiance? And like you were doing that? What the hell? And then after you know, like the whole thing was like announced on Facebook and whatever, messaged me like a few weeks after that, hitting me up. And I just ignored the message because I was like, nah, I ain't getting involved with this like drama, like it's some K-drama stuff. I'm not gonna deal with it. Peace. I wonder how they're doing now, but crazy. Is he still married? I don't know. I don't use Facebook. Where can I stream your life? It's so anime, right? Dude, that was like, I was thinking to myself, like, oh, like this guy thinks he's smooth. Interesting. But I was really not just into it. I was really not into him. Did you suspect anything before that day? No, not at all. They think they're the main character, right? It's crazy. Well, he's moved on probably. Well, yeah, he better move on. He's freaking married. Yeah, but crazy. Just crazy. And like the thing is, he wasn't like, he seemed like such a nice guy was the thing. Like, you know, nice, like, looks like your average church boy or something. Crazy. How? Why would you do that? So crazy. Okay, anyway. Never trust appearances. Yeah, probably. Okay, but... moving on.